Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? You know, it can happen in an instant. Suddenly, there is a threat facing your family, and you need to act quickly. It's the moment of truth, and you discover you don't have the knowledge, the skills, the supplies to be of any kind of help. Grocery store shelves are empty. New headlines fill you with fear, but also indecision because you are not sure exactly what to do. You want to make sure your family is safe, but you also want to make smart decisions. If only you knew what those were. To feel helpless at a time like this is the worst feeling of all. Wishing and hoping to be rescued is not a reliable action plan, but it doesn't have to be that way ever again. You can become that person who can help solve these problems by being that person of the prepared mind. You already have everything you need to become a prepared person because it all starts with you. Decisive, empowered, confident. When you and yours face a threat because you planned ahead and you know exactly how to prepare. You won't need to spend critical moments or hours waiting for rescue because you have just the right supplies on hand and a plan in place. Others around you wonder what to do. They're frozen in fear and indecision. But you're the one leading the way, and your family is safer because of you. It's not about living in fear. It's deciding you'll never be a victim again to emergencies that used to catch you off guard and keep you frozen in fear and confusion. There are scenarios that our worst nightmares are made out of, but events that can and do happen. It's better to learn about worst case scenarios, prepare and know how to react, gain insights and learn how to prepare for things like civil unrest, a nuclear event, an EMP, pandemics. Don't be afraid, just learn and then prepare. So you may be asking yourself, is it too late to prepare? Lately, I've been thinking that in spite of all of my overall optimism about life, there will be a time when it really is too late to prepare, and that time could arrive very soon. Remember 3 years ago when entire countries began shutting down one by one, and you couldn't get into Canada or Mexico or England? That was unthinkable, and yet it happened in a matter of days. Then there was the toilet paper shortage, no hand sanitizer. Everyone pretty much started hiding in their homes. When I reflect on those past few years, I've come to the conclusion that, yeah, there may very well come a time when it's too late to prepare. Now, I'm not talking about it's too late to survive, because that's a whole other animal. Some of you I know could survive because of your skills, your location. Others have been prepping for so long you could easily hunker down for months or years at a time. Survival is really what happens in the aftermath of an event, and there are all sorts of creative ways to survive and get by one day at a time. Prepping is different. Prepping is taking action right now and being proactive, so when a survival situation occurs, you're ready and your preps are in place to mitigate the effects on that event. There are factors or indicators that it's now time to hunker down with whatever you have and wherever you are, connect with close friends and relatives, and prepare to weather whatever comes our way. We're seeing a lot of things right now, okay? And I know a lot of you who are new to being of the prepared mind, you're scrambling. And that's why I'm making this video. You're scrambling and you're overwhelmed and you don't know where to start and things like that. That's why I put videos out that are not current event subject, okay? They are more towards helping you get more prepared and more aware of what's going on. So let's talk about warning signs. The first one is you don't have access to your money. Long lines at the bank, people lining up early in the day to make transactions, limited banking hours, ATMs are running out of cash, bank limiting withdrawal amounts, new government regulations that could limit cash withdrawals or other types of transactions. You can no longer make the purchases that you would like to order in order to prep. The next warning sign is it's more difficult or it's impossible to easily travel. The government regulates gas purchases, sets mileage allotments. Gas prices become so expensive that it's effectively limited travel. You know, you can't travel anymore because you can't afford to travel anymore. You're lucky if you can afford to go to work now. That's what I'm talking about. Checkpoints between states or even counties to ensure regulations are enforced. Movement is life. That's what Brad Pitt's character said in World War Z, if you've ever seen that movie. Highly recommend it, by the way. When freedom of movement becomes nearly impossible, so does survival. So getting to a bug out location is no longer possible due to these measures. So that's why a lot of us, we stock up because we're just going to bug in because it's more feasible that way, especially for those of us who are elder or disabled, okay, or we have children and we just don't want to take that chance. So the third one is your ordinary purchases are more difficult to make. Increased number of empty store shelves, more competition for goods and services. Prices are skyrocketing until even the basics are no longer affordable. We're seeing that right now, okay? Limits on purchases set by retailers or by government entities. The black market develops even more. You can no longer stock up on even the basics due to shortages and regulations. As you can see, just these three warning signs signal an end to getting prepared easily or quickly. Everything the same until it isn't. And we've experienced this in 2020, and it's just a matter of when we will experience it again. I have no crystal ball to say whether any of these warning signs will happen, in what order they will happen, or if they do, when that might be. But all three of these signs are easy to imagine. No longer are they in the realm of crazy conspiracy theory. We've all seen too many of those theories turn out to be 100% true. I've given you my three warning signs of when it becomes too late to prepare. And you can compare them with assessments from another prepper, another channel, security experts, authors, bloggers, prepping authorities, okay? I just hope that this gives you food for thought and helps you refine your own prepping plans, okay? All right, guys, I'm out of here. All right, I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.